how to use two dead zones at the same time in any game. And for this video, I'm going to use this on Apex Legends. So click here, Steam, and click on Settings. And after that, this will show up. Click on Controller. And if you use Xbox, enable this. If you use PlayStation, make sure this says Enabled here. And after that, go to this icon, click on Properties, and go to Controller. Make sure this says Enable Steam Input. Click Enable. And close this. Click on this icon here. I'm gonna close this. I'm gonna click on this icon here. Choose this layout or any default layout. And after that, if you have messed around with this layout in the past, you can revert the changes to the default. And after that, go here to edit layout, and this is the default. This is the default dead zone. What you want to do is go to action sets. This says here default. Click here and click on add layer, and just name the layer and add it. It's going to be like this. I name this GG, and if I go back right now, let's go back. Click on edit layout again. As you can see, it says it's default default layout, or let's say default dead zone. If I go here, it says GG. So let me show you what I mean by two dead zone. Let's go back to the game. So when I shoot, okay, I'm turning right now. It's all default. I use toggle aim, by the way. So when I aim, this is on default. I can put my cursor on the target easily. However, when I shoot, my shoot button is my left bumper. So when I shoot, look what's gonna happen. So right now I'm not shooting. I have a little bit of drift because I choose to have drift, so I can move my cursor freely, do this wiggle. So look what happened when I shoot. Boom! I have more drift, which means I can track target easily. I can wiggle more. Like if the target goes left or right, I can just go put my cursor on him fast. So I'm gonna show you how you can do this. Have two dead zones. Uh, so go to the default here, and you're gonna choose your shoot button. So whether you shoot buttons on the triggers or whether you shoot buttons on the bumpers, you're gonna go to the button which is says here, for example, says L1, which means the left bumper, which is the button that I shoot. Click here on the settings and click add extra command. What this will do, it will add a second command, and okay, I'm gonna do it so I can show you. Add extra command. When you click, go here to action sets and click on hold action set layer. Click on hold action set layer and choose the layer. It says GG, so I'm not gonna choose it because I already chose it. And I'm gonna go back, and this is the command 3. I'm gonna delete this because this is extra. I just showed you how to do it, and it's gonna be like this: command 2 hold action set layer. So when we shoot our gun, we hold the button. So when you hold the button, your dead zone is gonna be different. And I hope this is clear for now. I hope this is all this clear. So let's go to the default. Let's go to the default dead zone. It says right joystick behavior, which we use to control the gun, and right, it's obviously the right joystick. So click on settings here, and as you can see here, and you can also create a second, two different response curve. But I'm not going to talk about this right now because this is not important. I mean, maybe it is good for some people to use two different response curve, but I'm gonna talk about dead zone in this video. So go here, and it says dead zone. Choose. I'm choosing custom. I'm basically showing you my custom settings. So if you want to use my settings, feel free. I think these settings are really good. You can fine tune these settings. I'm gonna show you what you can fine tune. So dead zone type, choose custom. Put this on 0. Put this on 100. You can actually, if you lower this slider here, your size will be smaller, so your stick will move faster. So you will turn faster. You will track faster. But this is not good for me. I need something that I can maintain. So I'm putting this on the maximum size so I can track easily, and putting this on 0 so I don't have any external dead zone by this Steam input. And after that, choose circle. Dead zone shape circle is the default. You can, and again, you can just mess around with all of this to fine tune your own setting. But if you want to use my settings, just you can. I'm pretty sure you guys are gonna do good with my settings. So here is the big thing. It says anti-deadzone. Anti-deadzone means that this Steam input will delete the in-game dead zone, and it will add like a lot of drift. So basically, if you choose 1000 here, it's gonna be a little bit of drift. Like it's really manageable. If you choose 2000, it's gonna be a little bit more drift. If you choose 3000, it's gonna be like this. So it's gonna be like this. But this is like, as you can see, this is like, you can tell this is personal preference. You can use 2000, but you gotta play with drift so you can track the targets. Or otherwise, like small dead zone or even non-dead zone inside Apex, it just feels really bad. Like you cannot track targets. Yeah, like the area on your stick just becomes dead. Like your stick cannot move. Like look how am I moving my stick right now? Like reactive. I can wiggle it. Okay, so I hope this is understandable. So I choose 3000 to have more drift, which means that I can put my browser on the targets, and I'm going to show you that I can put it here. So I can put it here easily. However, when I shoot, my dead zone changes. Look what's going to happen. Look what's going to happen. Oh, a lot of drift, but I mean, this is really long range. I'm not going to use that. I'm not going to shoot at anyone. Maybe with a sight like 4x or 3x or 2x. But for close, look. I just, when I shoot, I'm holding the button. Look how I can track the target easily. Like, this is insane, guys. This will make you a really good player. Look how reactive this is. Like, this is amazing. So, okay, so this is the default dead zone, anti-deadzone 3000. And do not mess with this around anti-deadzone. Just keep it on 0, and everything else, just leave it. And after that, go back. And as you can tell, as you can see, this is the default dead zone. Let's switch to the GG, then the dead zone the dead zone which gets activated when you hold down your shoot button. And as you can see here, for you, it's gonna say like inherited. You just click on the settings here and settings here, and it's gonna be like me. So go here, right, joystick behavior, click on the settings again, and it's gonna be like this. So go down. I'm gonna choose. This is my again. This is my settings. You can use them. Says dead zone type custom, 100 with 0, and dead zone shape circle. I enable this, and look what I changed. My anti-dead zone, it was on 3000. Now it's on 8000. So this is a lot of drift. But the good thing is I can track targets better. My aim is reactive, and I can react everything close range, medium range too. You can fine tune this again to whatever you like. You can do this on the fly, like you can change this to 7000 and go back to the game and see how it feels, and you go back again and you fine tune it again. So you basically can create 2 dead zone with this tutorial, and I hope everything is clear. And if you have any question, you just can you can ask it in the comment, and I will be happy to help you guys. And I wanted to add this thing to the video for the regular user who watches my videos, like who doesn't, the people who doesn't want to use my settings. I'm gonna give an example for them. Like, let's say that you want to use a small dead zone when you look around, and non-dead zone when you want to like shoot, so you can track better, but without drift, without any drift. Let's say that you hate drift. So this is what you gotta do. Basically, your in-game settings must be classic none. I always play classic none. So for 3 classic none, you can fine tune that, of course. And you go here to edit layout, and after that joysticks, and right joystick behavior. Come here, and everything should be like this, except anti-deadzone should be on 0, and the size gotta be 100. The left slider, you can increase this to create a dead zone that feels good for you. So when you look around, when you put your cursor on the target, it's gonna be a small dead zone, and the other layer, the other dead zone, the second dead zone is gonna be, if I go here, and it's gonna be you're gonna put that on 0, so you're gonna have none dead zone, and you're gonna obviously put 0 here, so you can have no drift, and you're gonna have a small dead zone when you put your cursor on the targets, and you're gonna have non-dead zone when you shoot at the targets. And this is, you guys gotta try this. This is really, really good. This is, I mean, this is next gen stuff.